Sport tonight, the latest in our series of Highlanders profiles. This time it's prop Ma'ufu Fia.
Right, Ma'ufu, a chance to talk about your life story in the next 10 minutes or so. Let's start at the very beginning. Where were you born?
I was born in Tonga, actually, and came here when I was 11, 2001, and just been here ever since.
And you played rugby as a kid in Tonga?
Nah, I didn't play rugby till I got here.
Right.
So grew up just running around, I suppose, and running around the beach and stuff like that.
But playing sport, just kicking the ball around?
Yeah, just kicking the ball around with neighbours and cousins and family. Didn't play organised sport till came to New Zealand.
So when you came to New Zealand, where did you move to?
We moved straight into Palmerston North and lived there since then until I got the chance to come down here. Yeah.
All right, what schools did you go to there?
I came here and went straight into Palmy Boys. My high school, spent my high school years, all of it in Palmerston North Boys High School.
Now it's a good rugby school there, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty big rugby school, and pretty big in sports in general as well. Could do quite well in academic as well, but I think it's more of a sport.
Can you play both sides of the scrum, or you sort of settled on one, or what was the plan there?
Specialised tight head, can play loose head a little bit, but much prefer tight head. Not as good as I am when I play loose head.
For the dumbos like me, why is there a huge difference between? Is it just body posture or strength? Why is it so different?
Tight head is the harder position because the scrum would always naturally turn on the loose head side because they're on the outside of your shoulder. So as a tight head, you're trying to go against the grain, I suppose. So you're the anchor of the scrum. So it's much easier to play loose head, but it just feels quite unnatural because you're only using one shoulder. But it's a lot easier to push on that side. But yeah, I much prefer tight head.
The hard work.
Yeah.
All right, leaving school, off to a club?
Yeah, I left school and went into Kia Toa, local club back home, and luckily started playing in the senior team and got picked up by the rep team and went from there.
So how did that contact? Was Dave Rooney in charge then? Did he approach you? How did you get picked for that rep rugby?
Oh, I was lucky enough to make a couple of New Zealand age grade team when I was still at school. Played New Zealand schools in my last year and kind of got my name out there. So by the time I left school, I was already in the academy and in the union and stuff like that. So I think Ren's already kind of knew who I was, and luckily had quite a good season my first year playing Premier Rugby and got into the NPC squad that year as well.
Right, let's go to that My Team Cup career. First game for Manawatu, who against and what do you remember about that?
I was against Northland actually. I was off the bench last 20 minutes. I was only allowed 4 games the year because of my age and I was a front row, and so I played the last 4 games of the season the year. And the first game was against Northland and came on and got a bit of a hiding in the first scrum, but managed to come back a little bit. But yeah, it was I suppose every prop goes through it.
A bit of a shock, big step up from the club footy.
Yeah, a lot more physical and just the speed of the game in general. Even when you come in and everyone's tired, the game doesn't seem to slow down.
That was what year was that?
It will be in 2008.
So you've been around a couple of years in provincial rugby.
Yeah,
so you feel very comfortable at that level now?
Yeah, a lot more comfortable, just a lot more confident as well around, especially being in the same environment all those years and the same people. And
physically, you've obviously been growing during that time, so you're sort of peaking now, do you think, in terms of your body weight?
Yeah, my body weight fluctuates quite a bit, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. I've got one season I got real small, then the next season I got real big, and this season I think I've got the medium, hopefully the ideal size.
Do you get a lot of guidance here, for instance, about nutrition and particularly in keeping to the size you need to compete at this level?
Yeah, we get get all that sorted out. I suppose it is with full professional sport that everything is kind of provided for you. You get your nutritionist and your trainer and everything. It's almost handed to you in the platter. All you have to do is do it. Really. Yeah.
All right, tell us how you came to be a Highlander. When did you first hear that you were in line for that?
Near the end of last ITM Cup season, I'd had a couple of franchises approached me, but the Highlanders were the first one to really make a solid offer. So once I went back and had a thought about it, and I thought, oh, they're the first one that came knocking, so I'd go to that.
Right.
So that was it.
That's an exciting time in your career, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
to really step up full-time professional.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
What have you made of the environment so far? I mean, Jamie doesn't, he doesn't hold back, does he, on the training?
Yeah, I've heard quite a bit of story about his way of doing things, so I kind of expected it a little bit, but still a bit of a shock getting into it. But I think I'm slowly starting to get used to it. It's good though. I quite enjoy it. I quite like that way where they tell you straight up what you need to do and what you don't need to do.
What about a highlight of your playing career so far? One game that you think, wow, that was really good, and I played well, I enjoyed it.
Probably my under-20 World Cup probably would be the highlight of my rugby career so far, and making Super Rugby team, of course. But under-20 was good because not every day you get to win a World Championship, so that was quite special.
And so many of those players you're becoming across, if you don't already.
Yeah, got quite a few already in this team, and quite a few has already made the step up to the All Blacks. So yeah, it's quite good to see.
How did you, the under-20 sort of final, the standard? Would that be like playing ITM Cup in terms of quality of rugby? Would it be that sort of tough, or is physically demanding?
I'd say so, because plus there's the short turnarounds. Like last year we had those short turnarounds with the ITM Cup, and I think that's just like a bigger version of the under-20 World Cup, longer version of the 20 World Cup. And 20 is quite physical, or maybe not some of the pool plays, but once you get into the elimination round and you get the top tier nations involved, it's quite demanding on your body.
All right, tell us about life in Otago so far. How have you enjoyed life in Dunedin?
Pre-season's been full on, so I haven't really got much chance to get out and have a look around, but so far it's not too different from Palms North, just a bit bigger, bit more stuff to do, which is good. You don't get bored, and yeah, it's great people. So
who you flatting with? Who's looking after you?
I'm by myself actually at the moment, and I'm trying to get out of it so I can move in with a few of the boys. But yeah, I kind of had it sorted out last year before I moved down, and I signed in for a 6 months lease, which wasn't a good idea. But trying to get someone to take over my lease so I can get out of it.
Yeah, because it's good that mixing with the team off the field is important, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very important. Plus, just having someone around.
To do the cooking.
Yeah, it's a lot better than being by yourself all the time. So, yeah.
What about hobbies, sort of things you like to do when you're not playing football? Have you got anything in mind?
Just this year, I started getting into a bit of fishing with because a couple of the boys ever go out to the sea quite a bit, so I've tagged along quite a few times. So hopefully get into it a bit more during the season. Quite enjoy the seafood, so it's good.
And the setup here is great in terms of facilities now. It's you'll be well looked after.
Yeah, everything you need is kind of on hand. It's quite easy. Gym is just downstairs, the offices, so just around, and the training paddock's just across the road.
Not a bad stadium to play at either.
It's not a bad stadium. No wind, no need to worry about the condition, rain or wind or anything.
Oh, you played here too, and you?
Yeah, we played the Otago game down here. We lost, but it was not even half full, but noise was still up there. So yeah.
What about? Okay, let's talk about your goals for this year. What would you like to achieve in your first season in Super Football?
Hopefully push and get a few games under my belt and go well in that, and yeah, hopefully just get some minutes in the paddock, I suppose.
And good to have Case Mears, a specialist
Yeah.
scrum, helping you a lot.
Yeah, he's brought in quite a new things that we haven't really heard of, but it's good just to add like some of the stuff he's taught us. You can use it during games, and you can go back to your core, what you know. And when you're in trouble, you can pull out some of his tricks that he's come up with.
You haven't stopped learning in this game, do you?
Nah. You think you know it all, then someone else comes around the corner and tell you other things.